Welcome back to the S&T podcast. This is your man Say. I'm here with my boy Tom, and we're back again talking about a exciting Monday night matchup between two powerhouse championship contenders. We got the Baltimore Ravens and we got the Detroit Lions. And this is actually funny because this was my Super Bowl pick last year. Of course, didn't come true, but definitely a chance that this could happen again this year. These two teams are coming back strong after having great seasons last year. The Ravens ran all the way to the divisional round last year, came up short against the Bills. Also came up short against the Bills last week in week one. So, not good there. But the Ravens had a great season last year. Of course,
Great game though.
what you say?
Great. I said great game though.
Great game, great game, great game. Definitely great game. I don't know how they choked it at the end. I thought they had it in the bag, but uh, came up short again. But this season, of course, they're still going to have high hopes. They're over there running the AFC North, and they're looking to get to the Super Bowl as they do each and every year. They keep coming up short, just like their opponent in Week One, the Bills, as well. And then the Lions on the other side are also trying to do the same. They're trying to get to their first Super Bowl in team franchise history. Came up short last year after really having the best season overall of any team last year. 15-2, got the bye in the NFC, got the first round bye, and then really just didn't show up in that divisional round against the Commanders at home. We were expecting the Lions to make a deep run in the playoffs, and it just didn't come true. The Lions came up short.
Going into this week 3, I think that this is going to be a fun game. It's a Monday night game, 7:15. In the light under the lights, Ravens Lions, two top contenders in both of their conferences. Both teams hungry to get. Well, Lions have never won a Super Bowl, but Ravens are hungry to get back to what they were. So curious to see how this week plays out. I think it's going to be a quarterback duel in two different ways. You're going to have Lamar being a dual threat, of course, and then Jared Goff just dropping back, slinging that rock. And I think Jared Goff's throwing is going to also equal out to maybe Lamar's running, but then the Lions run game, and then as well as the Ravens run game, those are going to be my two key factors is which team can stop the run better and which team can run the ball better, which I guess in the end is the same thing. But it might get a little lopsided if one team can do both, if one team can stop the run and one team can run the ball, whether that's the Lions handing it off or and then stopping Lamar and Derrick Henry somehow. Don't know how they'll do that, but I think what it's going to come down to this week is who can run the ball successfully, and if they can also do that hand in hand with stopping the run for the other team. I think that's going to be the key to the game. But this week, personally, I think Ravens win the game. I think Ravens have at home are going to have home field advantage, have a more solid team. Maybe not a more solid team. I guess I shouldn't say that. That's probably not the right words, but I think Ravens are going to have the better team this week. But how do you feel about that one, Cezanne?
Man, I'm really excited for this matchup coming up on Monday night. The Ravens and the Lions, two of the best teams in football right now, have been for the last couple years. Both these teams have Super Bowl aspirations. The Ravens have come close year after year and keeps keep seeming to not be able to come up in those big games. When the season's on the line and they really need to have those big plays to beat the Chiefs or beat the Bills. Whoever they run into at the end of the year. The Lions have been there for the last couple years. They kind of came out of nowhere, but a disappointing end to their season last year, coming up short against the Commanders and all that. But I think that both of these teams are really hungry and they're really looking to have great years this season. And this is really funny because both of these teams seem to have both of these teams are like the best regular season NFL teams you can think of. Like both of these teams, like the last couple years, win 13, 14, 15
Right.
games a year, and then like
Yep.
playoffs is just like man, like they just come up short again and again and again, and it's just it's sad to see as a football fan. But I think one of these teams has to finally break through, and I think for the Ravens, there's a special opportunity just because of what we see from the Chiefs so far. I'm not going to try to jinx it because the Chiefs are the Chiefs still. And until I see it, the Chiefs run the AFC. But the Chiefs have not looked great. We'll see if that remains. But if the Chiefs are finally falling off the throne, falling off the top, one of those two got to clean up the mess, the Bills or the Ravens. One of them two got to come up and take their spot. So we're going to see. I'm excited to see. I'm getting a little antsy. I don't want to jinx it. I came up short. They beat the 49ers in 2012. Haven't made to the Super Bowl since. The Lions have never made a Super Bowl. They've never won one, of course. And it's a long time coming for them. They finally have a team that they think can do it, and they think has the roster and the talent to do it.